Greetings, friends. This is Sheila Vance. I'm here today to say, whoops, they did it again. Rick Atkinson's newly released book, The Fate of the Day, is a great book on the Revolutionary War. It is the second book in his Revolutionary War trilogy. However, like so many other books on the Revolutionary War, it minimizes the threshold to Valley Forge, the Gulph Mills Encampment of December 12th to 19th, 1777. Atkinson devotes two out of his 800-page book, to the Gulph Mills Encampment and a half-page of footnotes. My new book, Threshold to Valley Forge, The 6 Days of the Gulph Mills Encampment, has 172 pages of text, 40 pages of footnotes, 10 pages of bibliography, and 38 maps, historical photos and drawings, and actual documents from the encampment period. My book goes in depth into what happened in Pennsylvania in 1777 in the pivotal microcosm of the Revolutionary War that is the Gulph Mills Encampment. Surprisingly, Atkinson overlooks the White Marsh Encampment, which occurred from November 2nd to December 10th, 1777, and the Battle of White Marsh, which occurred December 5th to 8th. I don't overlook them. My book includes 2 chapters on the White Marsh Encampment as the lead-up to the Continental Armies leaving White Marsh and marching into Gulph Mills on December 10th and 11th, 1777. You can read more details about my book at www.thresholdtovalleyforge.com. But here's a more complete description from the back cover. Between December 12th to 19th, 1777, General George Washington and his Continental Army encamped in the towering hills of Gulph Mills, Pennsylvania, 15 miles from Philadelphia. Known as the Threshold to Valley Forge, the Gulph Mills Encampment is often forgotten or minimized, falling between the more famous military engagements of the Philadelphia campaign and the well-known experience of the Army at Valley Forge. Yet, the Gulph Mills Encampment was a significant microcosm of the Revolutionary War and the issues that confronted the Continental Army, the Continental Congress, state governments, and the American citizens who suddenly found themselves on the front lines of the war. This encampment included military encounters with the British, little food, clothing, and shelter for the troops, the celebration of the new nation's first Thanksgiving, and tough decisions by Washington, including the one to make Valley Forge the Army's winter quarters. Based largely on writings and documents from soldiers, generals, local residents, the Continental Congress, the British Army, the Pennsylvania General Assembly, and Ben Franklin and his colleagues who were in France seeking support from the French King Louis XVI, this first book on the Gulph Mills Encampment reveals the fascinating details of Washington's and the Continental Army's last stand before and as they moved into winter quarters at Valley Forge. As the Honorable Joanna McClinton, Speaker of the Pennsylvania House of Representatives, said, "My book is a must-read for students of the history of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So please take a look at it. Please check it out. I think you're going to learn a lot about a pivotal microcosm of the Revolutionary War." Bye.